Jasper Utility Service Board, May 19th, 2025. First order of business tonight is to appoint acting secretary. Is there a motion to appoint Viviana Green?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Great, thank you. Viviana, if you would please give the roll call.
Chairman Roger Sang,
Here.
Vice Chairman Adam Hopper,
Here.
Secretary Tara Aikman, absent today. Wastewater Commissioner Steve Hale,
Here.
Gas Commissioner Viviana Green, present. Electric Commissioner Brian Hostetter,
Here.
Water Commissioner Phil Smith,
Present.
General Manager Rob Young, Wastewater Manager Ed Hollenden,
Here.
Gas and Water Manager Kim Dorson,
Here.
Electric Manager Stan Cipher,
Present.
Business Manager Ashley Kiefer, here. City Attorney Renee Kiefer, here.
Thank you. Please stand.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item this evening is a quote opening for a dump truck for the gas and water department.
Yes, and I have that, and it looks like we only received one from Rexford Ford Lincoln. All four of the affidavits are there. The quote is for a Ford Model F-650. The base quote is $108,900, 108,900. There is a trade-in allowance of $10,000, 10000, for a net quote amount of $98,900, 98900.
Had a budget here of 90,000 split between two departments. Tim, would you like to proceed if that meets specs?
Yes, if that meets specs, I'd like to go ahead and purchase that.
Or motion to approve the quote?
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Any other questions?
There were three quotes requested, but only one responded.
And what are we trading? Tim?
It's a 1998 model. I can't. It has that actually.
Here, yeah. It just says a 1998 Chevy dump truck with approximately 35,886 miles.
See a delivery date.
It says approximately October 31st, 2025.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any questions? Next, we've got a quote opening for a manhole rehabilitation for wastewater department.
I have them. I've got two of them. We sent off for three, got two back.
And just a note, also Rob is logged on remotely in case we need him.
First one is advanced rehabilitation technology. We have all four affidavits. Quote is for $370 per vertical foot. And $1,500 for each bench that we select. $370 per vertical foot. Next is from CTR Coatings. Four affidavits. And the quote is for $390 per vertical foot. And $2,000 each bench. $390 per vertical foot. Advanced rehabilitation was a low quote. I have a not to exceed $40,000 on that, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to proceed pending spec review.
All right, fair motion to approve that.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Okay, any other questions? No, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the next approval of minutes of the April 21st, 2025 regular meeting. Any changes? No, to approve those minutes.
I make the motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, managers report, selected manager Stan Cypher.
Okay, the first item I have is for the change order for a tariff. They got a tariff adjustment for the Siemens 69 breaker for our substation. They're imposing a tariff from April through December of all open POs they have. But talking with Kyle, that may not happen. It all depends how all this works out toward the end of the year. But they want to impose it at $6,358 more. And then, like I said, it may not fly once it in November or delivery date, it may not even be added to it. We'd have to do a change order for that addition.
Is there a motion to approve that change order?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Simple to remember to follow up on that and make sure it does get prepared.
Kyle Stevens is supposed to come down, we're supposed to have a meeting with him, and he's going to discuss that. Second item,
Final vote there. Any other questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's approved.
okay, the second item I have is, I should have asked last, board meeting to send 5 linemen and substation guys to IMPA for training. The training's on substation maintenance operations. I got to bring that up last meeting. I did send them this last week. The only thing they've had to pay was the rooms and the meals. $7 free. There's 5 of them went. The rooms were $204 a piece. It's $1,020, and the meals with all 5 of them was $130.86. Grand totals, 1,150.86. Sorry, I didn't bring that last week, I slipped up on it.
Okay, is there,
Just like to have approval if we can pay that.
is there a motion to retroactively approve that request?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
The next item, just kind of an update on new substation. Kind of waiting on Frontier to finish up. They're supposed to finish up tomorrow. Canisius were out there doing dirt work today and they want to get going. So they should be working on that hard. From 6/25, we will have the drawings for all of our foundations, or ground grid and everything, so that should all be coming in place. And then the structure, and the foundation, calibrations and stuff should all be here and done on 6/11. So it's moving forward. I know Prep Construction, they want to get going. They got the fence ordered all the way around, the building's ordered. And, but it's moving along slow but sure. I'm afraid it's probably gonna be 2026 till we actually energize the whole cell. Brief update of what we got going on there. Any questions on that or? Okay, that's all I have. Thanks, Ken.
Electric committee report, Brian House.
Electric committee did not meet, there is no report.
Thank you, Brian. Gas Board Manager Tim Dorsey.
Yes, first item, the update on Skyline work lining. Talked to the contractor today. The inside of the main has been cleaned and the crew should be coming in tomorrow to start the lining up. So they're moving on pretty quickly. Any questions on that? Second item, tomorrow or Wednesday, we should be completed on the spring hydrant flushing. So, we'll be finishing that up hopefully tomorrow. And then third item, I'd like to ask, approval for change order number 2 from Infrastructure Systems for $27,722. And 25 cents for backup water supply project. We found that during the rains that it was washing away the rocks along the ditch. And we're going to be adding some riprap and concrete to that to stabilize that ditch.
Director of Systems. 27,722.20.
We can make that motion.
I'll second.
Any questions there? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
And then just to clarify on that, Rob says that EDA will be paying for half of that.
And, next item. I'd like to ask, approval for change order number 1 for Mariner Plumbing for a reduction of $5,000 on the HVAC replacement project. There's some contingent orders in there, or parts in there that they didn't need, so, we'd like to get that money back.
Is there a motion to approve that request change order number 1?
I make that motion.
I'll second it.
Get out of the new system working out.
It's working out pretty dang good. We're happy.
Yes. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Next item, I'd like to request approval for municipal representation by McCarter and English LLP for A&R gas rate case. I'm sure most of you remember back a couple of years ago, we had a rate case against A&R for their, they wanted to double up the, current reservation rate back then, and then we went in with quite a few utilities under UGM, and we won that case. So they're trying to do it again. Looks like they're going to more than double this time around the rates that we pay. And again, we have quite a few utilities involved in that under UGM again also.
And we're estimating that to run anywhere from 15 to 20,000 for that representation.
Yeah, I believe that last case was about 12,000.
Yes, that's correct.
So
Anything special there from last time or pretty straightforward? Or is there a motion to approve that request?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Any other questions? Favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
okay, the last item, update on 4th Street main replacement project. So tomorrow we will start potholing and doing a little saw cutting in that area and begin the process. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Gas committee report, maybe on the right.
Gas committee did not meet this, there's no report.
Yeah, water committee report, Fisherman.
Water committee did not meet, there is no report.
There you go. Wastewater manager Ed Holland.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First item I have is request approval for change order number 1. From Bro Rubler Incorporated for $4,289. It's for all labor, supervision, equipment, and materials to install 2 additional isolation valves between the sludge heater and the recirculating pumps.
Motion to approve this change order. Trevor, Keppel.
Make the motion.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr. Chairman, and then the second item is IDM response letter that we issued. If you recall, last month, we hired Donahue and Associates to renew our NPDS permit and our local limit reevaluation. And then we asked them to help us respond to an IDM letter we got from a recent inspection. And that letter is complete and we mailed it off. We're waiting for IDM's response. And just coming out of it, Donahue's guidance made some operational changes to our plant. And looks like we might have to do some capital improvements down the line. But I'll come back to the board and share some of that as it goes on. But that's complete.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Wastewater committee report, Steve Allen.
Wastewater committee did not meet, so there is no report.
Thank you, Steve. Business manager Ashley Kiefer.
Yes, just a couple of things tonight. One of them you've heard about a little bit already, but just to make you aware that the tariff chargebacks we have started to see those now. With the substation project, we've also got some charges on some meter invoices that we received in this month. We are going back to those vendors and are requesting documentation on those though, just to make sure they're not just charging them without the proper need. So we are trying to follow up on all those as those come through, but they are starting to appear. And then my next item is just an update on the AP automation continuous improvement project. Those of you on the finance committee tonight were already educated prior to the meeting. But we are now fully digital with that project. There is no more large claim stack, paper stack of claims to review anymore. All of those invoices are being routed and approved digitally. This past month, we brought on gas and water and the electric department. Everything is going very smoothly. All the guys are doing great with it. We've not had any problems thus far. Just a reminder that those get on routed digitally, then they get a digital signature on them basically. So as they pass through each person's hands in the approval path, a digital note gets put on that particular invoice, who approved it, who passed it along to the next person, and those details are able to be pulled up at any time to show state auditors when they are here, as well as the actual physical copy of the invoice. They all get scanned into the system and can be reproduced at any time. So we can consider that project complete.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.
All right, General Manager Rob Young.
I'll be filling in for Rob tonight, since he's out. The first item on his agenda was to request approval of the Tyler Executime module, which is another one of our continuous improvement projects related to timekeeping. Currently, we use paper time cards, and everything gets calculated manually and input into the system manually. And we are looking, of course, to digitize that as well, get away from all of that manual entry on both our side and the Civil City side. So we will be using digital process, digital time clocks. There'll be 2 time clocks, one at the electric department and one, no, I'm sorry, not at electric. One at wastewater and one at the gas and water department. We're looking at the electric department to do their timekeeping on their cell phones, because they all have city issued cell phones, or a city issued desk computer that they'll be able to clock in and out from. So this is approval to get that project started with Tyler. There will be one-time fees looking right now to be $13,950. That's just the setup and the module software. The time clocks are also included in that, which is Rob's second item here. The 2 time clocks are $6,350 out of that $13,950. And then there will be recurring fees, which is just for the software as a service modules, since all of our software is hosted online now, and those fees total $7,805. So initially, for the first startup here, we're looking at a not to exceed $21,755, and then those fees will bump down to approximately the $8,000 a year going forward from here.
So we're basically making an approval of these 2 items at once.
Yes, yes, correct.
All right, so is there a motion here to approve this request for the Tyler Executime module clocks?
I make the motion.
I'll second.
Any questions there? That would allow you to service.
As soon as we sign the quote and send it back, they will put us in line then with their implementation consultants, but we don't have a definitive timeline established yet, but we can report back on that.
Favor, please say aye.
Aye.
It goes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ashley. Finance Committee reports, Viviana Green.
Finance Committee met today, ordered by myself, Viviana Green, at 5:15 p.m. In the mayor's conference room. Present were Bill Smith, myself, Ed Holland and Sam Cypher, Roger Singh, Tim Dorsum, and Ashley Kiefer. Absent were Tara Ekman and Rob Young. Business Manager Ashley Kiefer presented the month's claim for review, and like she stated, the process is so amazing. Really neat. You guys, hope you have an opportunity to experience it. Having no unanswered questions or problems, I'm hereby presenting this docket for the board to recommendation to approve. And with no further discussion, the meeting was closed.
Thank you, Viviana. Is there a motion to approve the report as presented?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, city attorney. Okay, any other business, that anyone this evening? If not, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adjourn.